guys, it's Charlotte, and today's video is going to be kind of like a New Year's resolution video, but it is going to be in the niche of zero waste. So since I'm plant-based and caring about the environment and stuff, I feel like trying to make ecologically conscious decisions kind of goes hand in hand with that. So I have noticed myself making some decisions in my life and that I want to continue to make into the new year. So in the past couple months, I've really found myself feeling drawn towards kind of like zero waste living, not fully, but trying to make decisions so we don't create and use and continue the demand for so much plastic and single-use utensils and everything. So today's video is going to be about some of the tips I already use that you guys can adopt in your new year to help you live a more healthy for the environment lifestyle, and some resolutions I have that I want in the new year to help me be more zero waste. I'm not someone that I think could go ever fully zero waste, but I'm trying my best to make decisions that work for me and my lifestyle and limit the amount of plastic that goes into the waste and goes into the landfills. And since I live in the country, we burn all our garbage, so it's not going to a landfill, but still just to reduce all of that energy used. So yeah, so first I'll talk to you guys about some of the things I already use that I think you should definitely use, and all of these tips are tips that are really easy to adopt and they're not like too extreme or dramatic, because I know like some minimalism stuff can seem like really overwhelming, like you have to change your whole life, but these are things that you can just swap out for what you're already doing, and then you don't have to throw away as much stuff and it just makes it easier. It might be a bit more costly at first, but overall you are going to save money and save the environment, so it's totally worth it. Okay, so the first things that I kind of already do is, well, the first one is kind of obvious and probably a lot of you already do it, but I thought I'd mention it anyways since it's simple and easy to do. When you go shopping, grocery shopping, use bags like cloth bags, or I use these Lululemon bags. I use them to go shopping and to put all my groceries in. So even if maybe you're making the decision of buying processed foods that do have packaging already, using a bag takes away from having to use a plastic bag from the grocery store. And here in Canada, we're actually changing it so that a lot of places and a lot of cities and provinces don't even allow plastic bag usage. So you kind of have to bring your own cloth bags, or you're stuck buying one of their cloth bags, so then you're just kind of doomed either way. But yeah, bring your own cloth bags and also make sure to wash them frequently, especially if you get any spills in it. It's good just because you don't want the fact you're using a reusable bag to then get in the way of your sanitariness. Okay, so that's one thing I love. And another thing that comes to do with shopping that I've started, I think I actually did it in one of my Vlogmas videos when I started getting these. I did, I'll link it up above. But is using reusable produce bags. These are grocery bags, but produce bags are those little plastic bags that you need to put your kale, your greens, your herbs, all your stuff into. And that was one thing which I really couldn't stop doing. I would just always use it because I could never find cloth produce bags that were big enough to be able to put kale into. And this one obviously you can't fit kale into, but my other one's in the car and it's like -20 outside and I didn't want to go outside and get it, but I found these ones and I think you can buy them online too. I'll put like the links in the description for all of the products. But it's finally big enough to have it for kale. So now I don't need to waste all of those plastic bags that I would put my kale into, and I've used them and it really helps the vegetables stay good for long. So broccoli, kale, any of those kind of greens, or even if you want to put like oranges in the fridge and something, these are really, really good. These are more expensive to buy at first, but they'll last you forever. And again, if anything spills, or if you want to wash them every single time you put new vegetables into them, you can do that too. They are cloth, and these ones I think are unbleached and everything, so they're really, really good for the environment, and it's made out of cotton, which is a plant itself. So yeah, definitely I love those, and that's been a big thing for me. Okay, another thing is to compost your food, and I am lucky enough to live in the country, so we have a composter outside. So I know for people living in the city or in apartments, it is harder to compost. But I recently found at the same store where I got the produce bags, they have an apartment composter that you can compost all your stuff and then use for soil to then use to grow your own plants inside and everything, or just put back into nature. And this is a really great way to landfill your own stuff, but it's not landfilling. You're filling a composter, and all of your scraps, like my banana peels, which I have so many, literally so many banana peels. I put them in the composter, and then in the spring or summer, usually at the end of the summer, me and my sister spread all of the soil that was composted onto our garden. Okay, the next thing that I started doing that I really love that you guys should try is to use handkerchiefs. And this technically is just a face towel. So you can get like a fancy handkerchief, or you can just use face towels. We have so many in our home. And this is in replacement of Kleenex. So that was another thing that I felt like I was using a lot of the time. I always blows my nose, especially when it's cold outside. I come in and my nose is all runny, or I have my banana ice cream or tea, or after I shower, or any of those things. I always like to blow my nose to keep that area clean and just so I can breathe properly. And I feel like I was using a lot of Kleenex, which, you know, you just toss it out, and just all that energy it takes to create it. So for me, I thought, well, why don't I use handkerchiefs? So I will blow into it, and then I will fold it over, and then I have it like that. So I can use it on this side, fold it over, use it on this side, and then I put it into the wash. Oh my God, and another thing I have in the kitchen is use cloth napkins. Oh my God, I can't believe that some people don't have cloth napkins. I remember when I was a kid, going to like my friends' places, and they didn't use cloth napkins. I'm like, why are they like using all of these paper napkins like when you can just like washcloth ones? I never got it because that's just how I grew up, but cloth napkins are so good, and they're so easy to just toss in the washer. Like, there is no need to use and pay the money on paper napkins. So guys, use cloth napkins. They are so good. I'm actually gonna go get one to show you because they're best. Okay, I'm back, and here's one of our cloth napkins. So we have a lot that look like this. They're just same as like face cloth, and I use them and then put them in the washing machine after I use them, and it's so good, and it's way, way better than using disposable napkins that you just throw out. Ah, I can't get over it. These ones are actually made by my Nana, who's a seamstress, but you guys can probably like buy them, like Amazon probably has. I'll find some. Okay, and another thing that I always use, especially when I travel, is reusable utensils. So here I have chopsticks, and when I'm going out, I always bring these in my purse so that if I am eating out, I don't need to use any disposable utensils. And I like chopsticks because I feel like it really helps me savor my food instead of just shovel it down with a fork and knife so quick. These ones are actually wooden, but you can get, I know, metal ones too. I personally prefer the wooden ones, but to each their own. I have like a wooden knife that I use when I go traveling if I need to like cut oranges and stuff, or slice up bananas if I'm in a hotel. I go all out when it comes to that. And something I recently got that I really love is reusable straws. So an apartment I was staying in Calgary, they didn't have any straws, and I thought, I don't want to buy just like single-use straws. Why don't I buy ones that I can bring all over the place? So these are from Unwrapped Life, and they are reusable metal straws. And I kind of wish that they were straight. I don't like how they're curved, but they're still usable, and it comes with a straw cleaner too, so that's really good. So yeah, reusable utensils are really good. They're an easy thing to add, and yes, they're more pricey at first, but then they save you all the other times ever having to buy. And if you live at home and you use plastic utensils, no honey. Buy a cheap set from Dollarama of metal utensils and use those, because don't waste your money on those other ones that are bad for the environment and you just toss anyways. Okay, and another thing that I use a lot when I'm traveling or when I'm just freezing bananas at home is using these little things, which you can't fit anything in those. Well, yes you can, because these are actually collapsible. I have like a set, so I have a small one here, and then this one's medium, and then there's like a couple other sizes that are bigger, but they're in the freezer filled with bananas right now. And whenever I used to freeze my bananas, I'd put them in plastic bags, or I'd put them in those like Tupperware things, and when I'd try to smash to get my bananas out of there with a fork, it would just break it, and then I'd have to toss it out and then buy a new one, and it would be like so wasteful, and I hated it, and it just didn't seem like a good idea. So I thought, you know what, I love silicone things. Like, I use silicone ice cube trays too, and I thought, I bet they have silicone containers that I could put my bananas into, and they do on Amazon. So I use these. I really love them, and I would say, like, if you're traveling and you want to make oatmeal, or if you're going out and you want to have a leftover container that you can put your food in instead of using theirs, bring this. These are so good. Keep a couple in your car. I really love them. They are seriously a game changer for me. And I just like love all kind of cookware that's silicone. Oh my god, I just thought of another thing. Okay, I'm gonna go get it. But yes, silicone food stuff is like everything to me. I love these. They're seriously amazing. This is the one I always bring when I'm traveling, and I just mix my oatmeal in here, and it's really, really good. So these I'd say are a must. Like for my houseware stuff and for traveling, they are so versatile, and I just love them. Okay, I'm back again, and now on the topic still of silicone stuff. So it reminded me, I have these things which I love, and these are silicone food savers. I've seen ones that are kind of like jelly and you can like expand them to go on your fruit, but I don't know, like it was expensive and I'd rather get a pack of like different sized ones that are just easy to use. So every morning, as you guys might have seen in my what I eat in a day, I always have lime water. So half lime squeezed into my water. Then I'd have the other half of the lime and I would use paper towel and then put the lime on top of it. And I'd feel like I was just always wasting paper towel and everything. So I thought, you know what? I bet they have silicone food savers. Like honestly, if they didn't have them, it was something that I was like, I could like invest in a business and create these. Like I still could because they're kind of on the DL. But guys, they're so good. This one I use every morning for my lime. And then they have ones for half of an apple or a grapefruit or however big, whatever this would be, I don't know. But they are so good and they fit into each other. So when you store them, you can just put them in there. I think there's one more, I'm not sure where I have it. But these are so good for saving produce and food. Use these instead of paper towel. They were super cheap too. Okay, and another one that's a silicone food saver is this avocado one, which is also from Amazon, and it's so good. Because using plastic bags to save avocados, like it never kept them good. And they would go brown, and I was wasting all these plastic bags. So I thought, I bet they have a silicone avocado saver. Me just like obsessed with silicone stuff, but seriously, it's so good and so eco-friendly. So I use these all the time for my avocado, and it is the hack to keep them from going bad because it creates like a seal. Then they don't go bad so fast, they don't brown, and it's just the best. Obviously, if you leave it in there like for weeks, it's gonna go bad, but it's the best thing. So definitely use silicone food savers. I get these ones on Amazon, but yeah, I really love them and I'm all for the silicone food saver stuff. Okay, and then the next thing that I already used this one is just for my babes with uteruses. So if you don't have one, you can like skip ahead a minute or so. But I have talked about this in my board game vlog video, and this is about cloth pads. So I have two different brands of cloth pads, and these ones are from Tree Hugger cloth pads. They are instead of using regular pads. So same kind of thing. They are just the swap for using throwaway pads. And when I was a kid, my mom was like ahead of the game and she was using cloth diapers for me. So that saves you so much money, and literally you just wash them really good and you're set to go. So now I'm following in the path, but as an adult now using cloth pads, and I really love them. I've been using them now for I think 2-3 cycles, and I really, really love them. They're so good. They have different sizes. This is like a small liner one. This is like a bigger one. These are the two I have. And then I also have another brand, which is Pad. And these ones are good too. Here's one. I bought like the trial. They are kind of pricey, and they say you can get them cheaper from other places, but so far I like these ones. These ones have two of the little, I could do a whole review on cloth pads, honestly, but these are really good. And this has cute pattern. Okay, but my one thing that I wish there was Velcro right here at the top and bottom, because then how they have this sticky thing on the back for the ones that you throw away, then it would help stick to your underwear so it doesn't move around, especially if you're active. So that is my one kind of like critique to it, and I've never found a brand that has that on there. So, I don't know. But I still love them and I've been using them a lot. So yeah, guys, cloth pads are everything. These ones, yeah, they come in different like sizes too. The trial pack came with like some really big ones. Like this one's already pretty big, but they had two more that were even bigger than this. So my mom's like, no, Charlotte, save them for when you have a baby one day because you're going to be bleeding forever. So I'm saving them for that. But I really do love cloth pads, and they have been such a game changer for me. And now I don't need to buy pads anymore like ever again, and these I think last like 5 years, and then they're compostable, so you can just toss them back into the earth, which we are for that. We love that. So I think that's really amazing, and cloth pads have been a great zero waste thing that I think everyone should get on. I personally was never a fan of the Diva Cup, so for me cloth pads are my thing. Okay guys, and the last little like zero waste tip slash hack slash resolution I have for you guys for 2019 is refillable dish liquid. And this is something I don't have yet, but it is one of my resolutions, my zero waste resolutions that I want to bring into the new year. And the Nice Health Food, like kind of eco-friendly living store that I have in my city has containers that you can buy that you can just refill with dish liquid, and I think with washing machine liquid as well for washing your clothes. And just thinking about all of like those bottles that you use for dish liquid and for washing machine liquid, that just like goes in the garbage or it's recycled, but a lot of stuff that they say is recycled is not recycled nowadays. So it's just a lot of the time better to use something where you don't have to throw anything away and you just use the product, eat it or consume it or, you know, use it for your washes and then go. It's just so much better that way, and then you know nothing's going to waste and that you know it is recycled back into the earth and is eco-friendly. So now I'm just gonna like insert a little clip of me going to get the refillable dish liquid. Sorry I don't have it right now yet, but it's one thing that's really a big resolution for me and I'm excited to start using. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and let me know any tips that you guys have for zero waste living or just to make eco-friendly decisions for the planet and for your health, of course, always. So yeah, but I love you guys and I hope this little video was fun. I do have more resolutions for the new year, but I wanted to make a video specifically on this since it's something I've been really interested in lately. Okay guys, so I'll see you next video and I hope you have a wonderful and successful and eco-friendly 2019. I love you and I'll see you next video. Bye! Hey guys, so it's another day and I'm in my favorite like eco-friendly health food store and I got the dish liquid and laundry liquid. This one's the laundry one, I think. Here's the dish soap and I'm buying it in this container first, but then we're gonna bring these back and refill them each time. So yeah, I'll just show you guys some of this stuff, and another thing that I'm picking up is more of these bags. So this is gonna be really, really great because for kale and then also for lettuce and anything else I need. I might want to get a celery one. Oh, they have one, I think. They do. Okay, I'll get the celery one too. And now we're all set. Yay! I don't think there's anything else that I really need to get otherwise. No, but they have so much wonderful stuff. And I love them so much. I'm here right as they're closing. So I feel really bad, but that's the best I can do because I'm like an hour out. But yeah, I'll show you guys some of this stuff, and then that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and can put some of these tips into your healthy and happy new year. Okay guys, I'll see you later. Bye!